Today we're going to be talking about creating a counter or serialization on the Sneed Titan series. So from the main screen, we're going to click the Edit button. From there, we can either select a file that we would like to add the information to by selecting the file and clicking on Load File to load it for printing or Edit File to edit it. But we're just going to click on Edit. We can go with a blank slate. So adding a counter, if you needed to count each individual box or in a number of or series of boxes, allows you to print with an increasing or decreasing set of numbers. So we're going to use the serial number feature here. That's going to put in a placeholder. From there we have our normal attributes, our position, our X and Y coordinate, the rotation. Again, we can rotate this like a clock. And we can select our counter type. You'll notice here that we have counter 1 and counter 2. Those are selectable from the settings menu to make adjustments to the parameters of the counters. So for right now, we're going to use it as counter 1. The carry system we've got as a decimal, or you can select hex or the 34 ARY. That's another one for a different type of system. From here, we can select our different font to adjust to. We have it set to Simson. One of our most popular is Arial, so we'll update that. We have 6 digits currently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can increase that to a maximum of 8, but for these purposes, we're going to reduce that to 4. You can see that shows that field there. And the interval is the spacing in between the numbers. Using a natural number, if we select that, that means that it's going to not have any preceding zeros. So you don't know how many places that there will be. It'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to turn the natural number off and use the zeros as placeholders. From there, we're going to save our counter, and we'll just name this count. All right, once we have that in there, now we can exit back out. We'll go ahead and load the file. Count. All right, that brings it in here. Now we're going to go to our settings and our counter, and this is where we can update the values for counter 1, counter 2, and our total overall print count. So to update your counter or adjust the parameters, we have your current value, that's what number you're currently on, and the initial value if you're starting over where you want it to start from, and our repeat count. If you had 3 boxes in a row that all needed to have the same number on them, then you could set that repeat count to 3, and as it printed, it would go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and so on. You can adjust that number to any variance. The step value is more or less the same as far as what you can adjust to. The step value is how you count. In ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. You can adjust that, so if you need to count by 5s or 10s, you can do that also. And your maximum value. This is the maximum number it will count to. Once it reaches that number, it will start back over at the initial value. You have the option of having 2 different counters in there, a lot and box counter. So any adjustments that you need, and you can have multiple counters within the same printed message. And your print count is separate of those, meaning that you can adjust your total print count so you can see what your production is daily, monthly, weekly, or however you'd like to view that and keep track of that and reset it at your as you need. If you have any questions about setting up your print with the counter or serialization in there, feel free to give us a call at 833-926-3464. Thanks for using Sneed Coding.